When I came to, I was suddenly in that strange tea room where I'd often argue furiously with Beto across the table. Of course, Beto was nowhere to be found. Just me, isolated and alone. That's right. Even so, I won't stop thinking. Okay then. What were Nox's commandments again? I'm sure Donor explained most of them when slamming me with them. Of course, even I recall them vaguely. What was the first one again? I beg to inform you of the following. Nox is first. It is forbidden for the culprit to be anyone not mentioned in the early part of the story. When I wondered about what the first one was, Donor's subordinate appeared, as if in answer to my question. Without bothering with an unnecessary hello, she told me nothing more or less than what I wanted to know. Yeah, that's it. The first commandment. Howard has to be one of the people mentioned in the early part of the story. Does that mean by the end of the first game, the code must have already appeared? True, that is the most basic of the mystery genre. A given. A given? If I really kept that as a basic assumption? With each new game, the number of people in this tale keeps increasing. That violates a closed circle rule. From that moment onwards, everything is screwed up. Did I give up on the inside thinking that the true culprit mastermind must not have shown up yet and that reasoning was therefore useless? If I read this tale as a fantasy, new characters keep showing up to the point where even having demon kings or gods or divine creators appear won't be strange at all. Even if the true mastermind first appeared in one of the last episodes, I just accept it as that kind of story. However, if I read it as a mystery and stick with that conviction, there's no need to worry at all about anyone who shows up later. Because Nox's first rule clearly clears them out, saying that it's impossible to cover anyone who appears later on in the story. Of course, that's also what Delnor and Virgilia said. There's no guarantee that this tale follows the rules of the Decalogue, so of course it can't deny the possibility that the culprit first appeared in the second game or later. However, this is one way of thinking. This time, I'll forget about the Devil's Proof completely and try to borrow the power of the Decalogue in my thinking. After all, I know by now that I'll never be able to reach the truth without looking from multiple perspectives. In that case, that means it covered all these repeating games. It's one of the 18 people. Very beginning, there's no need for an illusion of a 19th person. It denies the existence of an unknown person known as a witch from the very start. If I'd follow that in the true sense, I would have suffered so miserably in the second game. Yeah, the 19th person was the first big theory you talked about with Kirei? Yeah. In which case, it's not really impossible. A good writer has it for a good writer, that would be something you stick in the reader's mind. The idea of the 19th person. Nox is second. I beg to inform you of the following. Nox is second. It is forbidden for the Tsunauger agencies to be employed as a detective technique. The other subordinate appeared without a sound and gave me the answer to my question. That's right. A detective can't go around using magic. So, if this is a fair battle, does it mean like the detective, the culprit, also isn't allowed to use magic? I beg to inform you of the following. Know that the interpretation is up to you. Figures. Right. Now interpret it my way. This game is a fair battle between me and Beto, and this tale becomes solvable. It features no elements which are impossible to explain with logic. In other words, magic cannot, must not exist. When it does appear, I shouldn't suspect the mystery element is breaking down. I should instead question what it was shown and suspect the witnesses and observers. That's right, that was Speedo's greatest weapon in the second game. The pictures of magic have no place in mystery. By showing that, she forced me to think that this tale wasn't a mystery. And therefore, that reasoning was impossible, and I surrendered. However, if I believe unshakably that was a mystery, it would have been completely obvious to doubt the witnesses who claimed to have seen such things. Also, at the end of the first game, it was revealed that this tale had been passed on to people in the future by means of a message bottle. Someone wrote down that incident in the form of a story. In other words, this entire story is a world which includes the personal opinions of an observer, namely the person who wrote that message in a bottle. In other words, the observer isn't God. It's a human. Therefore, there's no guarantee that descriptions are truly impartial. By the end of the first game, it already made clear that the text violated a constant premise of mystery stories. They must be told from a God's eye view. For that reason, it's possible to doubt not just the witnesses, but the observer as well. If I could have doubted this much, no matter how many seemingly unsolvable displays of magic appeared, I wouldn't have to blindly accept them and give up. However, that raises the question. Is it impossible to solve a story written by an observer who isn't impartial? Authoring ends when you get obsessed with this. That's why it's important for me to believe that Beto is trying to fight me through this tale. Because it's a fight, that means I've been given a chance of winning. This part is the hardest. Unless I believe that the cruel witch took on the risk of alluding to try and have a fair fight with me. I can't get past this part. For Jodie is right, it's just like love. I can't believe that Beto is fighting me head on with everything she's got. Won't be a reason any further than this. Alright, I'll admit it. Unless I admit that we're in love, I won't be able to get any further. When Jira ran out of patience with the two of us, shy and capable as we were admitting that out loud, she gave me that red truth instead. That was red truth saying Beto wanted me to solve the roses game, so he rated them to be solvable. What the hell is that? It's like Saito-san in Class A says he likes you. They carrying love confession by a friend. I really am pitiful. Reasoning is love. We don't love each other. Logic won't open up. In that case, why can't we just say that we love each other? If you can solve it, just you try. You're in common, like how you can solve it. Now, according to George Aniki, you can call that sort of thing Sundora. That brutal rich is finally starting to look a bit cute. Meet I want to try saying you're such a Sundora. If I meet her again, somewhere. Tell me the other parts of the Decalogue. I don't care about the order. Give me something that seems useful. I beg to inform you of the following. Nox's 8th. It is written the case to be solved with clues that are not presented. I beg to inform you the following. Nox's 6th. It is written for accident or uncountable intuition being employed as a detective technique. It must not be solved with clues that aren't presented, and it must not be solved by luck. This tale is made to be solvable, then we can read this the opposite way. In other words, clues must have been prepared so the tale can be solved, and has to be made in such a way that it can be solved without relying on luck. If I can believe strongly that Beto is challenging me to a fair game where reasoning is possible, I can be sure of that. That must mean that Beto is already concealed. Clues, hints, and messages within the tale so far. It isn't from the Decalogue, but I could, or someone said this. There are 3 roads to be exposed in a mystery. One is the whodunit. Who's the culprit? One is the howdunit. How did they commit the crime? One is the whydunit. Why did they commit the crime? All this means that clues related to these 3 riddles are already present inside this tale. No, strictly speaking, it's like this. Beto scared hints about because she wanted me to solve those 3 riddles. Though whether I'm capable of catching those hints or not is another matter. Even if you pose a riddle saying the thing is easy, it might be different with the person trying to solve it. Therefore, it's only natural for there to be a difference in how difficult a person thinks it is. That's why Zio went through each successive game. She watched me closely and tweaked the game as needed to get a good arrangement. When Bea realized I completely surrendered in the second game because it was too hard, she severely worried. If I surrendered and lost the will to fight, the game would no longer remain on even footing. Therefore, in order to make me regain my will to fight, from the 3rd game onward, she set things up in a way that made it easier for me, giving me tips on how to fight and a few hints. The appearance of Virgilia and Ronove was obviously so they could help me. Also, though we had the usual crazy magic shows, she gave me the metaphor of the Ron Tube trial, as well as tips on how to fight back. I finally understood how to fight, and at the end of the 4th game, Bea managed to have the all-out showdown with me that she probably wanted most of all. Then, Beto acknowledged my abilities of being full-fledged, and trusted me with her heart. Trusted me with explaining the tale, didn't she? In that case, it's really dumb of me to boycott most of the 5th game. Things are so discussed with those 2 witches. Doesn't matter who the game master is. All I need is to search for the truth in Beto's game. On contrary, I should probably thank those 2 witches just a little. I'm continuing the game in Beto's place now that she's gone and left everything to me. Of course, I know those evil witches were trying to do anything of the sorts. Culprits. Crime. Motive. Answers that hint to those 3 ultimate riddles must be scattered throughout the tale shown thus far. Probably a very faint light, like trying to find beads that have fallen onto a sandy beach. They're definitely there. However, they're so faint that unless I believe strongly, there's no way I'll be able to find them. For your intention, I beg to state the following. What is it? Go back through the tale. Know that you have now been given eyes that will not miss the truth's faint light. Be advised that for the reason to be possible, a trusting relationship is required. Yeah, I know. In fact, I have just realized at last. Something that had been repeated over and over again throughout the tale. Persistently so. Without love, the truth cannot be seen. Slowly, the tea room dissolved into darkness. Then, as though I was slowly sinking to a pitch-black sea, I passed through the cracks of the long journey I'd taken with Beto, and kept on falling and falling. It was a bizarre experience, like crossing over the boundary of sleep while still conscious. Several tales that had come before became faint bubbles. No, perhaps small, shining fragments that were scattered like stars in a pitch-black sky. Keep singing on and on into the sea. The tales up until now, one after another. After another. Virgilius guided Dante to Mount Purgatory. And led him to Beatrice, the eternal lady who waited at the top. Therefore, the innermost depths lay not at the bottom, but at the peak of Mount Purgatory. The eternal lady had been waiting there for Dante the whole time. And then I knew. I finally reached the truth, and the depths know the peak of Mount Purgatory. Idiot. You really are an idiot. That hurts. He woke from the sleep of death, and bit by bit his sense of pain came back to him. As Valor hung there pieced by the longsword, his head still tilted towards the heavens. Life gradually returned to his face through an expression of suffering. You really are an idiot. A huge idiot. Valor noticed. The whole time, Beto had been snuggling up against him, sleeping. And when he held her, he found her. That was not Beto, but her crumbling remains. And because her form was as fragile as ash, when Balor tried to hold it, just like a sandcastle made on the beach, being washed away by a small wave, it fell apart and lost its form. At Balor's feet lay nothing but the ragged remains of Beto's dress and a pile of ash. No, on top of that ash pile, you could see something sparkling gold. It was a husk of a single gold butterfly which had been torn to bits. And so Balor knew. I did reach the truth, but I wasn't able to do it. Beto still remained in this world. Beto, you really are an idiot. I finally reached the truth of this ridiculous riddle you created. Just like you wanted. I didn't lose heart. And I finally made it all the way to the end. So why did you lose heart without waiting for me? You believed so strongly, didn't you? That I definitely reached the truth. So why? Why couldn't you believe with me and wait? Wasn't you who was forcing endless torture on someone? It was me! I'm the one putting you through a cruel torture! You resisted to the very end and kept on appealing to me! And now, though I finally reached the truth, you couldn't wait any longer. And it's all too late. You idiot! Why? You give in before me! It's my fault. I forced her to endure this torture. In fact, I'm amazed she endured for so long. She kept on appealing to me over and over and over again. Guess it was so uncommon I couldn't even begin to understand the truth. Idiot! Idiot! The originals were too damn twisted! Why couldn't you say it more simply? The scream of pain filled this cathedral of sorrow. The sad witch who wasn't able to let Balor know of the truth. The sad man who wasn't able to understand the witch's truth. Balor howled in anger and sadness for both of them. The clock hung in the cathedral showed that it was midnight on October 5th, 1986. Time was up for everything. If you're going to create a riddle as hard as this and be proud of it, don't go and set a goddamn time limit on it! No. I understand. Even though there was such a faint chance of that miracle happening, you prayed for it to happen. You're just like grandfather. You prayed for and bet on the power of a miracle. One so unlikely that was totally impossible. Less likely to find a bead you dropped on a sandy beach. Because you did. I have now arrived at that miracle. Your time didn't last long enough. If I reached this point even a little sooner, I could have seen the truth. Even if it had been right before time was up, I might have been able to save you. But now, I've been run through pathetically. I can't even hope what remains of you. I struggled attempting to pull the longsword out. At least touch remains to stretch out my arms, but neither worked. Shit! Damn it! At that time, I noticed a golden glint on the palm of my hand. It was a single wing from a gold butterfly. That small fragment gold was the only piece of beetle that I was permitted to touch. I cried with all my strength, gripped that fragment and pressed it against my head, apologizing. Why couldn't I reach the truth earlier? Then I pressed it to my chest, promising that even though things had come to this, I would never again lose the truth. And I pressed my hand against my chest. The sword piercing my chest cut my wrist and blood dribbled out. The blood spread through my fist. Must have soaked that gold fragment with my red blood. This had been the only way of telling her. I found the truth she had wanted me to tell. I clutched the wing of the gold butterfly with my freshly bleeding hand and pressed it against the red sword that impaled me. In this moment, he showed me a battler knew and understood. He arrived at the entirety of this tale. At that moment, it seemed as though a faint golden light leaked out of the gaps in his clenched fist. The two witches had their backs turned, and Erika was laughing at Balor's corpse. What a disgrace you are, Balor-san. You're foolish to be immortalized in this statue. Huh? Just then, Balor's chest. No, the red longsword impaling Balor began to shine gold from deep within his chest. The bright golden light began to change the red sword's color, turning it into gold. What's going on? Balor's is... What is this? Balor coughed with blood and groaned. His countenance came back. His will to live, his will to fight came back. The red longsword impelling Balor could no longer be described as such, and now it had become a golden longsword. Then, slowly, it pulled itself out of Balor's chest. After it had been finally pulled itself out of Balor completely, it flipped through the air and stuck upright into the ground in front of Balor's eyes, as though it knew who its master was. Balor, crawling on the floor and moaning, grabbed the goat and the sword. And though it looked painful, he slowly rose to his feet once again. This sure is an elaborate act. Is this one of your tricks, Lambda? That glow! It can't be! Lambda stared wide-eyed at the bright glow in awe. Noticing about his resurrection was part of the script Lambda had thought up. Byrne also frowned slightly. Sorry, retrials will not be permitted. Chester says it'll make this resurrection illusion. Understood, ma'am. 45, 410. Final permission is granted. It's unable to be targeted! IFF error! Code 999! Oh! 3 nines! Impossible! Scherzer hesitated, unable to carry out Byrne Castell's orders. Lambda, what kind of farce is this? The witch illusion being completely destroyed and the trial ended with our victory. Sorry, Byrne. You have to stick around just a little bit longer. Isn't that right, Ushirimiya Battler? Yeah. Sorry to keep you waiting, Erika. Byrne Castell? Now, it's time for my truth. I accept your request for a retrial. The Coven retracts the adjournment of the Court of Illusions. Objection. The trial's already been concluded and the verdict has been announced. Objection overruled! All verdicts are overshadowed by new truths. Objection! Belling's father been banished as a player. He doesn't hold the rank of witch. He has no right to appeal. Objection overruled. The thing is, he does now have that. I nodded by the name of the Witch of Eternity, Lambda Delta. Ushirimiya Battler. I nod you as a new Golden Witch. No, as the new Endless Sorcerer, Ushirimiya Battler. Oh, what did he say? Battler got the rank of a witch? The rank of witch which she had desired for so long had been granted Battler so quickly. On top of that, this wasn't anything temporary. This is an official, proper authorization by Lambda Delta. Erika couldn't accept it, her face turned bright red. Looks like that kid's game really will keep us entertained until the very end. Sure, I'll play along. Erika, accept his challenge. The wretch you threw with me is perfect. The conjunction of truth that makes Sachi the culprit is perfect. Battler will never be able to break it. Of course, my master. There's no need to worry at all. Anyway, Chester Sisters, my master ordered you to fire! How long is it going to take you to carry that order out? Error code 999! An access code is required to target the territory lord! Yeah, I told you to do it, yeah? Territory lord? Who is? Who controls this fragment? I do! Territory Lord. You don't mean... Balor is... Yes. Ushimori Balor has been authorized to the official Territory Lord of this fragment realm. Yes, that's right. You still don't understand. You don't know what the golden glow signifies. Balor has reached it. He's made his way to the inmost depths of all truths. That means Balor has understood everything about this world, this tale, this game. In other words, he's reached position the game's ruler. I bet you don't want to believe it, right, Burn? No, I don't want to believe it for a second. Alright, I'll just see whether he really understands everything. Erica? Too bad, Erica. I didn't expect to be appointed the Territory Lord of this fragment, but I'm shaming you of that title. The new Territory Lord of this fragment is Ushimori Balor. Isn't it awful? Tell me, don't you just feel awful? How's it would have that title ripped away from you just when you finally got it? How's it feel? Battler! You think you can dispute my theory? I'd like to see you try! It can't be done! It can't! 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 The theory I've created has no hose! It's impossible to rule out Natsu as the culprit! I can construct a theory with someone other than Natsu as the culprit. Maybe your truth is impossible to disprove. So that means your truth won't be able to deny my new truth either. Balor spoke the red truth that allowed him by his status as a sorcerer. Culprit other than Natsui? How? Delanor? How you entertain Balor sounds delusional rambling? Slowly, Delanor stepped forwards. In her hand was the red longsword of the Decalogue. She also had a blue short sword. In Balor's hand was a golden longsword. The two rivals once again, no, for the first time, they truly confronted each other. Battler, I have been waiting. Sorry to keep you waiting. Not at all. Your return was sooner than I anticipated. Kill him! Delanor Enox! Delanor's form disappeared in an instant, as though her slow, divine movement from before was only a lie. The trowel drawn by Longsword Red Truth burned itself into the retinas of those who saw it. Before anyone had enough time to follow that show, it was already approaching Balor's chest. Lady Erica's reasoning has solved the fifth game. No new facts exist to overturn this logically derived truth. Oh, the sword is gold. The absolute undeniable truth. It's possible to present a different truth using different interpretation. When both truths exist in parallel, the authenticity of both is questioned. In this closed-off world, it's possible differing truths exist at the same time. Furthermore, as long as multiple truths exist, it's impossible to claim that any of the truths are the single truth. In other words, even when I can't overturn Erika's reasoning, I question its credibility, and conquering it, I can defeat it.
Vernon's reasoning is perfect. You'll be able to overturn it easily. But still, thinking was done theory apart with Burns if I will come to a verdict. And it's also either one of the truths be defeated and denied.
This plot twist is truly laughable. I expect nothing less from a demon script. Then let me ask, if not Natsui, who do you theorize is the culprit? Valors go along through both red and blue trails at will. Oh. It's also constructed theory in which this was the revenge of the baby from 90 years ago mentioned by Aunt Nazi in her confession. Nox is first. It's forbidden for the culprit to be anyone not mentioned in the early part of the story. A person first introduced in the 5th game cannot be named as the culprit. What if the baby from 19 years ago was among us since the very beginning? For example, what if it was me? Let's go! Nox is 8th. It is forbidden for the case to be resolved with clues that are not presented. Was there ever any foreshadowing showing that you might be the baby from 19 years ago? The red truth from the 4th game that I am not the son of my mother Asumi. Something that dad was hiding something both the 1st game and this game. Feeling. In this game, in particular, in this game, it's made clear that there were some special circumstances having to do with my birth. Announced that he would reconstruct the crime with himself as the culprit. As Zenler cautiously held her sword at the ready, she gauged the distance between them. Now the Val had inherited the position of the sword's territory lord and he maintained the rank of Element Sorcerer. His movements surpassed human understanding. By now, the physical distance between them probably counted for nothing. His extremely agile Val was surpassing the point where the concept doesn't make any difference. A good start. Let us hear your theory with Battler as the culprit. Yeah, I'll let you hear it. I prove that this explanation also works. Now you can't be certain and not seize the culprit. This is great. Good. It's just to the cover that creates several contradictions. I use those contradictions to reap your feeble truth. I, Furuto Erika, the detective and the witch of truth. This time, Erika stepped forward. In her hand, there appeared a scythe like one a Grim Reaper might hold. A rooted scythe for reaping everything that threatened her theory. It's only possible the crimes are taking place during the single hour after midnight. During that 1 hour, you were in the dining hall of the mansion. Therefore, it's impossible for you to commit the crimes. Missed me. Missed me with... It has not been specified that the time of death was during the single hour after midnight. Therefore, it's supposed to crime scene occur between midnight and 1 a.m.
I'll speak exclusively of the murders in the cousin's room. It is impossible for the crime to have been committed in the cousin's room between 1 a.m. and the time of the crime's discovery. Telenor, now! Nox's 8th. It is written the case be resolved with clues that are not presented. If the crime actually was carried out in the cousin's rooms, clues must have been shown. His clues were not given to the detective, Lady Erica, who has all the watch for any abnormalities inside the room until morning. Such a crime is impossible. Timely crime discovery proves the point at which I let out a scream and everyone gathered there. He wasn't supposed to kill them before that point, he was supposed to kill them afterwards. Battle used a blue flash to reflect both the red truths that Erica and Delnor had flung at him. Erica's eyes went wide. After all, what he had said was completely absurd. At that time, they sounded been killed? Even though the corpses were lying there with their necks sliced open? They still formed the cousin and declared with the red truth. I tried to use a witch illusion? I tried to resurrect Jordan and the others and cut them magic even though they were dead at the time? Ah, I see. Since we believe they were dead by that point, must have looked to you as though the dead are being brought back to life. This probably will be magic to you. In that case, I'll be the one to take the next shot at you. Shut it! How did I just say it? The death of the four of the cousins are declared with the red truth! And the dead bodies witnessed by a large number of people! And so I'm declared with the red truth that no examination of corpses ever mistaken! Take that, dead people! To what point in time did that red truth refer? Have you forgotten, miss? The fierce shower red was blocked by a magical barrier set by Ronaway, who suddenly appeared right in front of Battler. Now that Bia was gone, the demon shouldn't have been able to manifest themselves in the real world. However, he existed here, and commonly dealt with Erica's attack. You? Ronaway? How did you get here? Well, who cares? Still works out nicely. Now there's no need to go looking for you. I've kept you here to deny your existence too. I'll leave it to you. Teach her that you can't control everything with a single arrogant truth.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes, Your Majesty. Well then, allow me to spar with you for a while. Go ahead, miss. The red truth pronouncing them dead before that point in time then, according to you? You're saying that you can pinpoint that? You can't pinpoint it, so you can't disprove that, declare them dead at the time of the crime's discovery. When this court was open, Lady Lambda Daughter made a proclamation. She said this was a 2400 answer session. They were pronounced dead at 2400 the second day. In other words, at the end of the game. They did not deny the possibility that the murders occurred after the morning of the second day, after the so-called discovery of the crime. Then you're saying that the victims were alive at that time? You know their necks were sliced open? Did you see that yourself, Miss Detective? True, it has been said that no examination of any corpse ever mistaken, no matter who performs it.
But it was never said there was a rule against describing something other than a corpse as a corpse. Erica swung her scythe recklessly. Barame blocked everything with elegant gestures made with a shield on one of his hands. So at that point in time, no one was dead? Are you telling me there weren't even any wounds on their necks? But in that case, why did Bethel scream? Never leave their feet unprotected, little girl. There's a reference to a line in Dragon Ball spoken by Kami in a fight against Yamcha. Ishirimiya Kinzo's already dead at the starting time for all games. A pitch black hole opened beneath Erica's feet and swallowed her up. She probably see through to the other side of the hole. It's the same thing you see if you look through the skylight at the ceiling of this cathedral. Leah? Yes. Julie could already be seen in midair inside the cathedral. As Erica fell from the heavens, Virgilia was right below her and thrust upwards with a divine glowing spear. Shouldn't you rethink your reasoning? Kinzo doesn't exist. Therefore, the waiting for the body's superior theory breaks down. Correct. Unless someone other than Kinzo makes the corpses disappear, your theory unravels. Damn it! This is nothing! Virgilia's blue divine spear secured and pinned Erica in midair. Erica struggled, filled with hatred, but couldn't get out it so easily. Then all around her, several small fastenings clanged off the walls to surround her. Seven people manifested at once. We are the Seven Sisters of Purgatory. Know this, foe of our master. You lowly paperweights! After George's death, his body was never moved. After Jessica's death, her body was never moved. After Maria's death, her body was never moved. After Rose's death, her body was never moved. After Genji's death, his body was never moved. After Kraus' death, his body was never moved. Therefore, the bodies cannot vanish after being discovered. Your theory about Kinzo carrying the body's weight breaks down. And so what? Even though Kinzo can explain how the corpses disappeared. I have to revise my theory. Me, the detective. Even if the Kinzo's existence denied, Erica was probably capable of escaping this pin by making only a small revision of her theory. However, Terror, having realized the theory she already created, was extremely humiliating. Looks like you toyed around with your plan too much in order to corner Natsuki like that. You played around too much with your reasoning. At this point, your master isn't the only one who can speak of Kinzo's death with the red truth. This is what you get for playing around in the witch's darkness. Know that, Furuda Erica. course, even Erica had doubted Kinzo's existence from the beginning. However, in the trial that had taken place before, no one except Bernie Castell, as well as Lady Dan, as Lambda Delta, who was going along with her, had been capable of denying Kinzo's existence. And because of the willful silence of those two, she had been free to shape the truth about Kinzo in any way she desired. She never expected that Balor would become a witch or a sorcerer, capable of using right without proof. However, she had her own Inquisitor who could also use right without proof to counter. Nox is second. It is forbidden for a supernatural agency deployed as a detective technique. If you intend on showing that Kinzo has died with the red truth, I demand that you present evidence of a human truth supporting such a statement. Forgive me, you crazy old bastard. Go forth, Balor! Step over my dead body! Walk along the trail of corpses here, go! And show them the truth! Presentation of evidence. I present body which being identified as Ushoromiya Kinzo. Can you prove that this is Ushoromiya Kinzo's body? No matter how much it resembles him, unless you can prove that it is him. It's impossible to claim that this is a substitute corpse from someone else. Can you show that it's Kinzo's body with human truth alone? In this one case, I will treat any rebuttal that uses only their truth as invalid. Oh! Any count with the red truth to be invalid? That's novel. I may be true that the existence of third-party corpse are even denied with the red. However, saying that in red is forbidden. Balor has nowhere to run to. That's right. In this closed-off agreement, there's no objective way to show that this corpse is grandfather's. And that itself suggests the possibility that the corpse is a body double. This is unidentified body cannot serve as proof of Kinzo's death. Checkmate! My theory is rock solid! Balor had sealed off the red truth as a means of proving that Kinzo's corpse had been shown. Even with the power of witches, Balor couldn't argue back. How are you going to prove that the corpse of Kinzo's red truth is sealed? It's impossible. It can't be done. Not with the red or blue, right? I guarantee that this is a corpse of Ushoromiya Kinzo! Then, when Delnor met with Balor's golden flash, she was fully blocked with either a red longsword or a blue shortsword, and was blown backwards into the air. It was a direct hit, without any miscalculation. Though she always seemed as firm as a small giant before now. She was finally blasted away and slamming against the wall, so she was a slender girl she appeared to be. Delnor? What are you? A splendid golden truth. It is valid. Go, truth! The golden longsword, which had been drawing red and blue trails before now, finally drew a trail which retained its divine gold color. The truth it showed was neither red or blue. It was gold. Gold truth! What is this? Lambda, does this follow the rules? Yeah? Goat truth, valid. The goat truth can only be used by the territory lord of this world. No, only by the game master himself. Oh, what did you say? Goat truth, a divine truth woven in a different fashion than the red truth. It is strength on par with the red truth. It may sometimes be inferior, but it is sometimes superior. That brilliant shine is a proof that Balakun has truly understood Beto. I've shown it. Shown that the corpse is grandfather's. Yes. Accepted. Unless Lady Erica's theory undergoes some revisions, it will be destroyed. Oh, what the? Erica cried out in pain. It wasn't the pain of her body being impaled. It was the pain of her own theory being defiled. I see. I thought this was nothing but a mash of narrative tricks. Just when did it become? What a crazy string of great works. Valor, we'd be on board to say more. Even I'll say another word. You know your truth about the corpse's disappearance fully understood. Yes, so everything else doesn't conflict with any of the red in this trial so far. I can understand and accept your truth based on the events of the man from 19 years ago. I can claim your truth established. What? What the? Why is that, like, Lead Lambda Delta? He hasn't explained everything! Yeah, I still have. Wait a minute, we talked about like Hideyoshi's locked room, the seal Nazi's room, the button in the closet. You still think it's possible to argue back against Balor? Oh, there you go. The one who was supposedly so intelligent couldn't understand. She couldn't understand that Balor already found the real truth. Grandfather's absence has therefore been proven, and the dishonorable relation between Natsu and grandmother has been removed from consideration. And Natsu is pure and faithful. How will bring this vulgar tale you're all so fond of? Battle-kun. Furthermore, his doubts have been raised by the time of death for all who died so far. The allies for everyone decides Natsu are null and void.
The argument that the crime can be committed by anyone except Natsuki no longer stands. Eleanor must have been risen to her knees at some point. The flash from the golden sword was still carved deep into her chest. Though the pain didn't show in her expression, Rockwood Moons clearly showed how serious the damage she had taken was. Even though she herself knew that it spelled the total end of the match, Eleanor didn't abandon her duty. However, in the cousin's room, you witnessed dead bodies which are possibly misidentified. Are you trying to say that was a falsehood? Noxus 7th is forbidden for the detective to be the culprit. The detective is obligated to have an objective point of view. Your theory violates his obligation. You're Erica's detective in this game, not me. By Noxus 9th, observers are permitted to put forward their own conclusions and interpretations. Noxus 8th, it is forbidden for the case to be resolved with clues that are not presented. Till now, you have been the detective. Was it ever shown that you were not the detective this time, and that you were an observer within subjective viewpoints? Unless it was, you do not have the right to falsify your point of view. In this game, when I figured out the device of the Aptas drill, I witnessed grandfather. As the arrows have been shown in red, grandfather doesn't exist. It was impossible for me to witness him. Therefore, it's already been shown my viewpoint was objective. It is possible that was just a sheet or something fluttering in the wind and rain which you mistook for Kinzo. It cannot be used as foreshadowing to form a basis for Noxus 9th. Mistaking things for something else is a right permitted to all observers. The red truth which Beto showed during the 4th game. No person would mistake Ushiromi and Kinzo by sight. It's the red truth Beto used to counter my blue truth claim that someone disguised themselves as grandfather. And thereby made it seem as though he had appeared. In other words, on this island, anything which might lead someone to visually mistake something grandfather, including someone else pretending to be grandfather, cannot ever work. The scheme Natsuki once put together to make it seem as though grandfather was alive only involved her saying things like he was here just a second ago, or he's in his study alone now. Without her explaining the route to his blind spots to pretend he was there. She never tried to make anyone mistake something they saw for grandfather himself, so there are no contradictions. She had tried to dress one of the servants' grandfather's robe. It would probably have been seen through in an instant. It has been guaranteed that none of the characters in this tale will mistake something for grandfather by sight. So until claim to have seen grandfather becomes a falsehood. Everyone has the right to falsify their observations, but there is one person who does not have that right. That person is the detective. Because of the right granted by Noxus 9th, everyone is allowed to mistake a sheet in the wind for something else and talk mistakenly about what they saw. However, mistaking for grandfather in particular is not permitted in this game due to the red truth. So, once you claim to have seen Kinzo, there's no longer misrecognition, but intentional. In other words, this reduces the objectivity of your viewpoint. Is what you are saying. In this case, unintentional misrecognition is not permitted by the rules of this game. However, it is possible to intentionally lie about seeing something you never saw. That is an action not permitted to a detective burdened with the responsibility of an impartial perspective. Forgive my crazy arguments. This is the end. No, it is alright.
If a man like you had been in the world, you surely would have protected the fragile truth from any kind of arrogance. Faced with the tyranny of a single plausible truth, claiming to be the sole truth and exterminating all the fragile ones, you would surely protect the real truth. Balor's golden longsword drew a massive blue arc as though splitting the heavens. I'm glad to have been able to fight with you. Therefore, I am studying this spirit game is based upon the 9th commandment, not the 7th. The fact that I claim to have seen grandfather is proof! The noise was raining out across the cathedral, the sound of Delnor's longsword clattering to the floor. Saying letting go of that was the same as resigning to the proud Delnor. The blue trail Balor had drawn was aiming right for the top Delnor's head. It stopped a hair's breadth away. If it hadn't, Delnor would probably have been annihilated without leaving a single scrap of flesh behind. I resign. I give up on denying your truth. I've paid my debt. My respect goes to your father. Dialogue was neither arrogant nor judgmental. Respect to my father? Delnor sat down on the floor, completely under her will to fight. Oh, what are you doing, Delnor? Shameful, pathetic! You stupid half-wit murder doll! You've tainted the honored own father. Shame on you! You still want to go with yourself a mystery's wedges? You're surrendering to magic? The history of the mystery gone forbids it! You're the one who doesn't understand a thing about mysteries. You see these mysteries as nothing more than a weapon with which to sneer at your opponent intellectually. How will you ever speak of them again? I present truth that conflicts with yours. Anachi was threatened by a phone call over the internal line made by the man from 19 years ago. Me! His goal was to make Anachi look like the murderer. From the beginning, this has all been a trauma, revenge, intent on framing Anachi. That's wrong! Trying to revenge against your family, planned by Nazi! Your theory outright opposes mine! Can you not pull out the blue sphere that's shining through you? Yeah, good point. Erica, you haven't given a single way for the corpse's sphere that doesn't involve Kinzo. Your theory is being denied as I speak. Tick-tock! This sphere! This sphere is just... You're paperweights! Get out of my way! The deeply piercing blue sphere and the 7 red stakes tormented her theory. They won't come out. They won't come out! I acknowledge the mistakes in Erica's reasoning, the need for revision. What the... my master? Watching Erica's face contort with pain as she shrugged to escape from the spear, Burnt Cassell declared this was a disgusted expression. According to the purposes, it was as if Burnt Cassell had acknowledged Erica's defeat herself. With eyes of shock and despair, Erica looked up at the master who no longer had any confidence in her victory. I don't give a damn about your pride. How long do you intend to shame yourself like that?
You, my double, you've been granted the same blue hair as me. How long do you intend to hang there, pierced like that? Do I really have to descend myself? I've changed my mind. Having a piece is a waste of time. Ah, what a pain, what a pain, what a total pain! Who needs a piece? I should just get rid of it. Ah, what a terrible regret, what discouraging, disappointing, misguided mistake! Do get on with it, you filth! Did I tell you to revise your pathetic attempt at reasoning? Yes, my master! I'll revise it! I'll revive my theory! As Erica's face twisted in humiliation and tears streamed from her eyes, she withdrew and revised her own theory in accordance with Master's orders. Mumbling quietly, she made various revisions with the blue truth, had the knowledge of Atlanta Delta, and finally had the blue sphere smashed and was freed. Though that blue truth did indeed explain how the bodies had disappeared, it was very shabby reasoning that reeked of desperation. My master, I've taken it out. My theory is perfect. Are you kidding me? It's woefully pathetic. But I'll forgive you. Because your face and your theory are both so shameful and funny. Erica was taunted by a master who wore an ugly expression. She thrashed on the floor, crying bitter tears. The wound Eleanor set out before her as though shielding her, and she spoke to bring Cassell as well as Ballard. Regardless how shabby it might be, Lady Erica's revised truth is valid. Yeah, that's right. Regardless of my truth, yours can exist at the same time. That's what this world is like. No one can disprove them, so even if there are various truths and even they contradict each other wildly, they can exist at the same time. Here, as many truths exist as you can imagine. No one can unilaterally deny them. Yes, that is true. I will not allow anyone to deny Lady Erica's truth. Eleanor! As long as I am here, I will protect that truth. No matter how shabby it might be, I will not laugh at that truth. The words of Eleanor, whom Erica had previously looked down upon, led Erica once again thrashed about on the floor sobbing. And, because no unique truth exists, everything is covered in darkness. Therefore, although both my theory and Erica's are impossible to deny, neither is the single truth. There are uncertain things, neither of which can be denied, and neither of which is absolute. As long as there's no definite answer, the witch illusion still exists. Isn't Eric who's allowed to expose that, and isn't in the rest of you either. It's me alone. I won't let anyone expose Beatrice's illusion except me. The verdict is revised. Because the truth presented by Umineko Balor, Erica's truth is no longer unique. However, Erica's truth is impossible to disprove. Therefore, both of their truths exist together. The conclusion of this game is rescinded. The game goes back to being even. And I transposition Game Master myself to the Golden Sorcerer Umineko Balor. Umineko Balor, step
forward. I appoint you as the new Game Master. Will you accept? You will, right? I never expected things to get this exciting. See now, you new endless witch. Come on, hurry, hurry. Yeah! I'm the new Game Master. I'll weave the 6th game. Erica, let's hope things were good this time. Stand up. Yes. You bet, oh Sand. You will rue. Give me a chance to recover from this humiliation. My master, leave me an opportunity to fight with Balor again in the 6th game. Sure. Of course I'll give you a chance. Whoa! Incredible! For you to give someone a chance! Isn't this a miracle? What's a miracle? It's Percasel! Erica, your miracle actually managed to escape with your life. In the 6th game, Balor's game, you had better expose the truth no matter what. Unless you want to be tossed aside in the darkness of oblivion. Yes, my master. Lenore. Of course. I am still on duty, and my break isn't for another 2 hours. So I will help you. I will give it my all in the next game as well. I won't pretend to be your guest any longer. You're the donor, I'll tear your game to bits. Sure. I'll invite you to my 6th game. Sorry about that, televiewers. Checkmate Dava isn't cutting it. It's your game. You can decide the name yourself. Just bring it on. I, Furuta Erica, am a detective before I am a witch. I acknowledge you as the new Game Master of this game, and I declare war. I swear, I'll expose everything you try to hide. I'll kill you! Golden sorcerer! You should owe me a battler! Hey, I remember saying those exact same words to Beatrice. So that's how it feels, huh? Yeah, come at me with all you've got! Furuta Erica! Just watch, Beto. I'll take charge of your game. In this next game, I'll prove that I completely understand all of your riddles!
Probably not. Oh, wait, what? Question marks. Wait, what? There's more to the scene? Huh? What is that? High explosive arm-piercing golden bullets? The flavor-fade sides are effective for making peppered rabbit. Use these toys intelligently when you need. You can think of it used for these. Kind of dance a rondo with some bunny girls. That's not even going to do the omake. This is nothing but a performance test. Smiley? Hello, guys. What are you laughing about? What the fuck is happening here?
Come arise, goat attendants.
The fuck am I seeing here? Choose your character. They're all... I chose Rosa. Whoops! I chose the worst character. I'll show you what a golden dream looks like! Level 1. Oh shit, okay. Oh fuck, I've never done these things before. I find it hilarious she laughs longer than the rest by a good margin. Come arise, 7 states of purgatory! Oh shit. Oh shit! Level 2. Lock and loaded. This is so fucking weird, I love it. I wasn't expecting anything to change when I clicked on the omake button last time.
Come arise, Furzo suitable for me. And let's see version much stronger ones. Cool ones.
Come on, Avatris, let's go.
Just a 410, right here. Just a 45, right here.
On next reload, golden bullets. Okay. You undoubtedly failed. Wait, what? Okay, so I need to, I guess I fucked up there. So what, I need to, like, shoot them in the middle of the air? Okay, I fucked up there, I think. Yeah, so apparently I just fucked up there and I need to do better. Okay. Yeah, I need to be better with my aiming. This is not where I was expecting to be this time. Okay, we're gonna be doing a shoot off in the middle of the woods. Got it. Take the badass, let's go. You know, I can be brutal when my husband isn't around. I can be pretty brutal when my husband isn't around. Level 2, let's go. Why must I be like, oh fuck, I clicked off screen once. Okay, there we go, fixed it. Level 2 cleared. Okay, I need to not shoot the bunny girls at first, got it, okay. Golden bullets, magic to destroy magic. There we go. There we go, did it. Level 3 cleared. Sweet. Congratulations. It's been quite some time, but you made it here. However, the Golden Witch gifted you with the keys to Lord Ghostman's archives. For you, it's been a place of rest and long bright memories. Go, reaching the end of the game. What do you mean? Wait, what did I just unlock? Did I unlock anything just now? Oh? What? I wonder when the storm will be over. Second floor is unavailable. What the fuck? Right, time to take a break. What the fuck? What? Wait, I can like rewatch the opening? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, you just realized we need the layout of the mansion now. I guess we can get the layout of the first floor at least. Wait, I got that for clicking on the... Okay. Okay, so hold on. I got... So this is like the opening and shit? Okay. This is weird as fuck. I'm kind of into it though. So can I... Oh shit. Oh, it's like a fucking interactive menu. Oh. Hold on, can I like... Oh, hello there. I can't use the windows. I'm not baseling Kinzer or Balor. It's probably better to leave them be. Aw, they get to have their nice life together. Now, why is the second floor unavailable is the second question. Is that everything I can get? Oh! I accidentally found my way over here. Okay. Ooh. Hey, we have the actual epitaph written down. Oh, that's cool. Would you like to enjoy the Chiruru trailer? Nah, no thanks. But thanks for the offer. Ooh, what about this one? Oh? What the fuck? Yeah, murder really happened. He goes, it is in a locked room. Hey, isn't this what Balor was seeing before? Oh, is this to give us our own hints back? Is he trying to be some goddamn knight? Ah, I see. There's not one after another, after another. Originally guided Dante to Mount Purgatory and led him to Beatrice. Therefore, the innermost lady not be bottom, but the top internal lady. Going for there for Dante the whole time. I think Balor came to most of the same conclusions we did, which is really neat. So, I think the only thing I don't know still is the entire why. Like, Balor figured out the entire truth, but there is just enough that I'm not entirely certain about. Is this just the entire scene again? Oh! I see, this is the scene with, like, fucking... I can see the, like, dialogue and shit here now. Cool. My wound was so thick. We can see the scene with, like, its faux anime-ness. Cool. The whole time, Bito had been snuggling against him, sleeping. When he held her, he found that it was not Bito, but her crumbling remains. I'm gonna have to record this line for part 2 of the chapter, aren't I? Come back here, play this part again, read it all out. out in the voices in real time, possibly even, which would suck, but you know. God, this is a really, like, ah, God. I wasn't expecting the stream to go on so long after we beat the episode, but this shit was so good. Man, I can't believe how excited I am for tomorrow already. Like, I already want to go through everything. I want to go ahead and play the entire game right now. Isn't that crazy? Allow me the freedom to feel sadness just for now. Lead into these days is broken, and I will bring an end to them. Hey, you see these fucking lyrics? I promise to believe I will go down believing the promise true. And I've had her heart held in two cupped hands. This is totally talking about Beatrice's perspective there. There's some mysteries that you really want to figure out from the previous games. Same. Like how Shannon died in episodes 2 and 4. The room death is very interesting because remember we got Red Truth that the death of Goda, George, and Shannon inside the room was a true locked room, which means someone in there had to kill everyone, which questions about how the fuck did everyone die. And even Balor inspected Shannon's corpse and confirmed it was a corpse, which makes it very strange. Also, gotta say, voice acting for Balor here was one of my favorite parts of this entire game so far. No lie. Every time Balor gets like this, I fucking love voicing him. I did cry so much during it too because I was getting in character and like... As I said, going from crying like a bitch, like if I was Balor, to having to be smug as fuck to be Erica is... It's whiplash. It's very whiplashy. I wonder how much analysis you can do with the lyrics of the songs now. With everything we know, I wonder if there's lyrical analysis you can try put through to figure out stuff. That'd be fun. Or maybe torturous, I'm not sure. Man, so Shannon/Canon is Beatrice. I'm like, if either one of those two don't... You can do it for every lyrical song in this game, to be honest. Not surprising, but also kind of painful. But yeah, we have Beatrice, Shannon Cannon, and Genji, Nanjo, and Kumasawa as the constant helpers. Yep. Makes a lot of seemingly impossible things originally incredibly plausible. Nanjo's especially handy. Yep, having the doctor on your side is very helpful. Also, look at the dead bunny lady who's allowed to be alive. Isn't that sweet? And this is and if this is a metaphor of an author and a reader, then the reader's surroundings prompts them just putting down the book low. I did hear, I don't remember where I read it, but I heard that like episode 2 turned a lot of people off from the story because of how magic-centric it was. Oh my god, Valentris is real and it's fucking awesome! Woo! Let's go! 410, you're fucking the best still. You're fucking fuck, Clips is correct. Smug girls are the best. The smug rabbit knew what would happen. Yeah. Balor's using the oh my god, Balor's doing it. He's gonna fucking scapegoat himself. This man is awesome. Yes. Woo. He caught it. The end date was important. We did indeed rush the fuck ahead. Yes, that was important. Yes, I'm fucking ecstatic. Yeah. Oh, let's go. Balor's using a lot of the arguments we were working with before. Look at our boy. He's grown up so much. Look at our boy. I'm so proud of him. Yay. I mean, pretty much he was playing contrarian up to that point instead of actually trying to solve the mystery. As soon as he treated it as solvable and tried to, he could go back and solve it. Yeah, we've been trying since, I don't know, I almost gave up for a bit in episode 2, and I was ready to argue with Beatrice once we were presented with actual information. But I think in episode 3 is when at least me personally, I started taking off in stride and going like, hold on, let me actually rethink things a bit more. And I started to be able to see things a little differently. Yeah, episode 3 is where we started cooking, as it were. You stupid half-wit murder doll! She is not a murder doll. She's Delnor A. Knox. And she fucking cares about the story, unlike you. Oh my god, the next game is Balor. Oh my god, the next game is Balor. Oh my god, the next game is Balor. Let's go! Woo! That was fucking amazing! Woo, 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 woo! Oh my god, that was so fucking good! Oh my god, I love seeing Valerie coming! Oh my god, yes, this was so good! And the fucking reflection at the end of episode 1, like we're back to the end of episode 1, except Balor's Beatrice and Eric has Balor, and like it's all fucking so cool, and I can't believe how awesome this is, and oh my god, I'm loving this! Oh my god! This is so good. I can't fucking, oh god. This is so good. This is so good. Oh my, fuck. Oh, the little subtleties with the writing and everything else. The fucking fact that that all of us together need to like put together basically that what Balor was saying, like thanks to all of our efforts, like, oh, it's so satisfying and like, oh my god. I'm not starting episode 6 tonight, sadly, but oh my god, this was so fucking good. There's no way I'm not going to start episode 6 tonight, but I will look through some of the materials we got, and I'm just going to keep talking about how, like, oh my god. Oh, I'm out of breath. I am out of breath now because of how fucking excited I was. I'm sorry, that was amazing. This is such a shoujo game, CG. Look at this shit. Look at it. Look at this shoujo as fuck image. Look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's perfect. You can't deny it. You ship it. We all ship it now. We all Balor ships himself with it.
We ship the Beatrice and Balor here.